Welcome YouTube to Complete Lifestyles, where we want to focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Nobody is perfect, but we can all strive to become complete as individuals. So, for my video today, get a chance to take a break from the news, take a break from helping people become the best version of themselves. Just talk about something I love, something I have a passion for. So, as you saw in the thumbnail, we got LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. And so, I've listened to a lot of people. Some are somewhat correct. Others are somewhat wrong. Everybody's kind of in the middle. You got the old school players that's going to go more for Jordan because they saw him, they played against him. You got the new school players. They're still playing with LeBron. They think he is the GOAT, or they think he is the best player ever. However, there can be two categories that you put these guys in for their greatness, because it's really only these two. Now, I got to pay my respects to Kobe Bryant. He's right there up underneath them as far as I'm concerned. And then you have all your other people, your Kareems, your Magic, your Karl Malone, your whoever else you want to throw up there for either their points or their overall game or their rings. I mean, if we're having a just ring conversation, clearly Bill Russell is, he's the guy. But I have coined a new phrase. We got LeBron James, aka The Gap, and it's GAAP for the greatest all-around player, versus Michael Jordan, the GOAT, for the greatest of all time. Either way, they're right there. Right there. Now, why I call LeBron James the gap is because it's such a far gap in between him and everybody else. He's the best when it comes to it. I'm going to kind of read off their stats a little later. But if we're being completely honest, in just the LeBron James, Michael Jordan debate, LeBron's at close to 38.5, 38,390 in points. LeBron's at 32. LeBron's at 10,000 plus rebounds, 10,000 plus assists. Jordan's at 6,000 plus rebounds, 5,000 and some change worth of assists. Now, longevity is playing a big role in this conversation because LeBron James was able to do it longer. Yes, did they take care of their body back when Jordan played? But no. He even talked about it in his book when he first came into the league. Players would drink and smoke, and they wouldn't spend thousands or hundreds of thousands or $1 million on their body back then. LeBron James was kind of the first person to do that. So it has helped him out in the longevity subject or longevity topic. But you can't beat 6'8", 6'9", 240 to 260, still runs faster than most people, jumps higher than most people. You can't beat that. Now, Jordan did have the higher vert. He could fly. If we talking about who would I want to take a jump shot, I'm going to take Jordan in the last few seconds to shoot. But you got an argument for LeBron James because he's done it more times. Does that mean he's better? I mean, that's a toss-up. That's why we're having the conversation. So, do I believe they can both be 1A and 1A, not 1A and 1B? Yeah. Jordan is the greatest player of all time. People were scared to play against him. They were scared. They literally admitted that they were scared on camera to play against this man. They didn't want to talk to him or piss him off because of what he could do that night. Now, have I heard NBA players say the same thing about LeBron? No. I've heard a little bit more disrespect, which is crazy because you got to think there's literally nothing he can't do. Now, he did have a mental block early in the career when it came to free throws. His three-point shot wasn't that great, but he has worked on it significantly. I think last few years he's been A1. But I wanted to come up here and have this debate with you guys because at the end of the day, when I'm looking at the stats, they're right there neck and neck. Regular season, LeBron's 38 minutes per game, Jordan's 38 minutes per game. Now, when we talk about minutes per game, Jordan has played total seasons. So I give him the nod in that regard. He has played a few of the complete 82 game seasons. Now, LeBron has done it longer. I think he got close one time to playing a complete 82 game season, but he has not. But for the years that he's been playing, 21, 22, 23, you got to give the man some credit. When we go into the points per game, 27 points per game for LeBron James. Jordan is at 30. So we give him a slight edge, and we're talking about regular season right now. Then you go rebounds, 7-6, LeBron James. Assists, 7-5, LeBron James. But LeBron prides himself on getting his teammates involved more than Jordan did. He primarily focused on scoring the ball. Does that not mean that he couldn't get the job done? It definitely meant that he could get the job done, whether it was assisting or rebounding. But what they wanted him to do was score the ball. Now, they also wanted him to play some defense, which is why he's got the defensive hardware to go with it. But for the topic of this conversation, let's jump into the playoff stats. Playoff minutes per game, they're both sitting around 41. Now, Jordan's points are up higher at 33 to LeBron's 28. His assists are down by 3 from 9 for LeBron James to 6 for Jordan. 7 for LeBron James as opposed to 5, close rounded off to 6 for Jordan. So LeBron James is obviously a bigger player. So it made it a little bit easier, but they always say he was asked to do more. Jordan was just called out there to score, play some defense. LeBron is called out there to bring the ball up the court. So he playing point guard. He got to get the team running. So he going to give the assist to whoever's the right play. He's going to make the right decision. But he is also asked to score the load. And when he was younger, they asked him to sit down in that chair. Get your defensive stance on and do what you had to do. Now, playoff appearances, 14 appearances to 13 appearances. Finals appearances, 10 plus to 6 plus. We all know that Jordan was 6 for 6 in finals. He never won a game 7. He's got the famous he's got the famous last second shot for the pitcher against Russell against the Utah Jazz. So we all know the accolades that Jordan has when it comes to finals and what he did. But LeBron has had some great moments too, man. The game where they was against the Celtics, they were getting ready to get counted out. He goes ballistic, sends them boys home. Now, how do I feel about the transitioning from teams and going around? I don't like it, but I understand it. LeBron was at a point in his career where he felt like staying in Cleveland was not going to benefit him career-wise. They weren't bringing in the people that were going to help get him over the hump. He didn't know how to win at that level at that time. So he decided to take his talents to South Beach in Miami, joined Dwayne Wade under his tutelage. He allowed him to learn how to become a winner. Bada bing, bada boom, there you go. And he's been phenomenal ever since. So I really want to know what you guys think. Like I said, I think they're in two different categories because of what they do. Their game styles are totally different, but similar at the same time. They're both great. They're both dominant. But LeBron will dominate the game in a way that Jordan didn't, and Jordan did the same thing as far as he dominated the game in a way that LeBron doesn't often. Now, can LeBron just go over and score a whole bunch of points? Yes, but that's not what he wants to do. He wants to make the right play. Make sure he gets his now. Don't get it twisted. Make sure he's going to get his points. But he wants to always make the right play, whether it's the right pass, whether it's the right block, whether the right setup. Setting up the big man to clear out so he could take advantage of his size on his opponent and get deep in the paint. They all did things differently. Jordan used to go down in the paint. He'll fade away on you, shoot that shot, get you going. So everybody, both guys had it differently, but I just wanted to clarify, guys, they are two different things. One is the GOAT, one is the gap, the talent. When you say you're going to be at, let me see, 40-some thousand points, 10+ thousand assists, 10+ thousand rebounds, the gap of you being all around, you just do everything better than everybody else. That's why I say it's the gap, because of the amount of talent and how wide the margin is between him and everybody else. But Jordan is also the GOAT. So, I mean, pick your poison. I would love to see them guys go head for head, heads up, 1-on-1, 5-on-5. I would have loved to see all of it. The new dream team versus the old dream team. You bring it, all of it. I would have loved to see it all. So give me your opinions, guys. Like, comment. Before you give me your opinion, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're doing some of everything. We're talking about the news. We're talking about sports. We're talking about fun. We're talking about being the best version of yourself. We're trying to do it all here because we are not in a box. Sky's the limit, not the ceiling. And we're going to go past that if we can. Enjoy your day, guys.